Hey guys, it is Tuesday here in West Virginia, and we have some more square bodies to look at. Kind of a two for Tuesday because it's a two piece set. It's got two crew cab dualies in it, and they're from M2. I think they're the only ones making dualies besides Kaido House and 164. Hot Wheels has some, but they're not square bodies. Anyways, this set is really cool. It offers you the four-wheel drive in black, which I love the way these things look. It's kind of the same setup as the SEMA one we looked at over the weekend, but it doesn't have the ladder rack, and it looks all stock except for the lift kit. And then the other one behind it looks like a standard two-wheel drive ride height with a ladder rack on it, which will be coming off later on, and black wheels. I'm not sure if I'm going to swap this just for chrome wheels and leave it as standard ride height, or if I'm going to slam it. We'll find out later on, but definitely it's going to get some customizing done. I don't really dig the black wheels with the chrome trim. Whenever they do all black trim and then do the black wheels, it kind of corresponds a little better in my opinion. So we have in here, this is a 1975 Chevrolet Silverado 30 4x4, and then a 73 Chevrolet Silverado 30. And this is release 78 in the Auto Hauler series. This box is really cool. It offers a little more detail than the past boxes we've been looking at that were just like Chevrolet and that's all it said. And then there was one that was Coca-Cola, but this set has a really cool box. See the background pic? It's like an outline of the inside of the cab, the crew cab. You can see where the doors, I think, are, maybe they are closed. I think the front one's open. Yeah, you can see the vent window and the door frame over here where the door has been open, but the back door is closed, but you can still see through the windows and see all the interior detail. And this says Chevy pickups built to stay tough. Same thing in the background, you can see there. And same thing on the end caps. With the little window that gives you a look at the front of the truck. And then this one gives you a look at the back of the other truck. Now, what's really cool, though, about this box is the back side. All of the different pictures it gives you and the things it tells you about, too. These are like original ads from Chevy. This says Big Dually. Chevy's dual rear wheel option is available for Sierra or Series 30 fleet sides and chassis cabs. Standard on 159.5-inch wheelbase. And, sorry, I was trying to turn down the music in the background. So anyways, K30 models for greater hauling capacity with camper special chassis equipment and added stability with sliding campers. So it says Chevy pickups, and Chevy pickups have a reputation for toughness and value from the frame on up. Every Chevy pickup is engineered and built tough to stay tough. And it shows you, I guess, the operation of the tilt wheel and such on the dash. And you can see how the dashes were just so simple back then, and which is cool. I mean, that's the way I like it, because with all the electronics nowadays, it makes things a little tough, but it does make things a little bit more comfortable too. But as my dad used to say, the more there is to go wrong with all the electronics, which is true in some ways. So, anyways, we're going to peel this back and then get these guys out and take a look at them. We'll see how much time we have. I'm not sure if we're going to pull them off the base or not. But what I do with these, I show you in all videos here, is peel it back and just pull on it. And it usually will pull that tab out. Now, they do have a bottom sticker on this one. And a lot of them do and some don't. They kind of been doing a little bit of both. For a while, they were just doing the round sticker. Then I guess people complained about the tabs coming open and ripping, so they added a piece of Scotch tape on the bottom. Then they wanted to be a little bit more, I don't know, I guess professional looking, so they offered two round M2 stickers. As you can see, there's one on the bottom and one on the side. Now they went back to just one, and some stuff, so I don't know what's going on. So anyways, slide it out. You have a piece of PVC plastic in there that helps brace the slack inside the box for the display case. And usually the left side is the one that lifts up very easily, like that. And then you can just pull the right side right out after you get it at like a 45-degree angle. So, as you can see, this is a beautiful looking black beast there. Very nice looking truck, nice details and such. Checking the other side just to make sure they're good. Yeah, they did a very good job on this truck. Love the way their four-wheel drives look on any of their trucks. Even if it's ones I don't like, I still love their base. The bases are great. Like, I'm not a big Ford fan, but I have to admire, like, the base on the Bronco and such. They just did a really good job on all their four-wheel drive stuff. And this guy here, as you can see, he's built for work. This is built for a little bit off-road fun, but it does have the dropped hitch, so it can tow. That I may take off eventually, because I don't usually hook trailers to them that often. But the two-wheel drive ones I may leave with the hitch to hook them to for some photo ops and things like that. But anyways, you can see that all of these trucks have holes in the bed for like roll bars or racks and such. So they should be pretty easy to take apart. So instead of breaking the rack, what I will do is take the truck apart and pull the body off. And underneath, usually it's just heated enough to melt the tip so it doesn't just pop out. And then you can kind of scrape away a little bit of the melted tip and then pull it out. Sometimes it's not that easy. I know I had some problems with my roll bars in my Dodge trucks because I took one of the Hobby Lobby exclusive pink ones and slammed it on the ground, but I didn't want the roll bar in a slammed truck. So it was a little bit of a problem getting that one out. But hopefully the ladder rack goes a little easier, I'm hoping. So, but that's pretty much it for these guys. Let me pull the black one off and we'll take a look at the base, because this two-wheel drive one, I mean, there's nothing spectacular about the base. I mean, you guys know what it looks like, and it just has some details there to represent like where the frame may have been or where the, I don't know, engine and stuff like that is. But the four-wheel drives are much more involved. As you can see, they put a brace on here to stagger the holes where it screws to the base to miss the drive shafts, because they have such nicely detailed drive shafts on these trucks. And yeah, it's a very beautiful setup. Well, as I said before, it's one of the nicest ones that I've seen for four-wheel drive, especially for the American trucks and the companies making the American models and stuff, like Auto World, Hot Wheels, and so forth. Nobody can match M2's design of their chassis. As you can see, this looks like RLC did that new Dodge Power Wagon, the 64, and they did the floating axle on the leaf springs to kind of make it a little bit more appealing since it's a higher end collectible. But M2's been doing that for their retail premium stuff. As you can see, the separate drive shafts, they don't have any big block pieces holding it there. It doesn't look like some big wedge triangle on the bottom of the truck, and you don't have some big blocks here. For the differential, you actually have the real leaf springs there holding the axle. And what's really cool, it's very durable and strong because they use the leaf spring for the metal axle to slide through. There's an eye there, and then the center part here of the housing is actually plastic insert that goes between the springs, but it's super rigid because it goes through metal. And then the housings and the dry shafts and the transfer case and this cross member are plastic, but everything else is metal, and it's super rigid, super nice. These trucks are awesome the way that they're done. Love that truck. It looks beautiful. So that's it, guys, for today. I'll be back again on Friday for our Free It Friday. Maybe a little bit before then. I'm not sure, because we do have a lot of stuff coming to unbox for you. So be sure to turn on your notification bell so you know when we do launch a new video. Thanks for watching.